Hi everyone! Hello! It's me, Carly, and today I want to give you 7 tips for teaching with 5-1 Talk. So, these are all things that I wish I knew when I first started working at 5-1 Talk. I've been working for 5-1 Talks for about 10 months, 11 months now, and it has been a great experience, and I've learned so much that's helped me be a better teacher online as well as offline, because I actually work as an offline ESL teacher in Spain as well. And let me just say that teaching online and offline are totally different things. And even if you have a lot of experience teaching offline, there are things you need to learn when you transition to teaching online. Okay, so the first thing I would say is to introduce yourself. As silly as that sounds, I really did not realize the importance of really doing a good introduction when you first meet a student. So I'll do an example for you. Hi, this will be my student, okay? The monkey. Okay. Hi, I'm Carly. What's your name? Jack. Hi, Jack. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. All right. Let's get started, okay? Very simple, very short. Just do it. It will help you. And sometimes students are actually not the same people that the account might say. It might say Billy, but it really be Jack, his brother. So always try to introduce yourself to the student, even if you have the name of the student there, okay? Number 2, timing. Timing is so important with 5-1 Talk. You really need to be in the classroom 1 minute before the start of the class. So minute 29 or minute 59, be in the classroom ready to go. You need to try to finish the class by the 25th minute. Just to give yourself time to try to do a lesson memo, give yourself a break, really give yourself time to finish and to start the next class on time, okay? It's really important. Really try not to focus on perfection in those lessons. I used to spend a lot of time on the same slides, really trying to get the kids to say the word correctly, the right pronunciation. But the lessons with 5-1 Talk build upon themselves, and you don't need to do that. Just try to get the kid to say the word correctly, like three times, then go on, okay? The word will come back up again, and you'll have the opportunity to try to get them to say the word again later. Okay, and also, as far as timing, give yourself breaks. I have done 13 lessons in a row, and I'll just say that it's not good for your mind and it's not good for your behind doing 13 lessons in a row. So give yourself time for breaks, okay? Schedule your own breaks in there. Don't rely on the class not getting books or students being absent, because there have been many instances that has not happened with me, and I've been in a lot of pain. Okay? Number 3, let the kids show you things, okay? Sometimes kids will all of a sudden just have something in front of the camera for me to see. They'll be like this. And I used to be like, okay, put that away. Now I'm like, oh, awesome, is that a starfish? And I'll talk to them about their little toy for a little bit, and then I try to divert the lesson back to getting on task, okay? With little kids, it can be hard, really just depends, but don't ignore the things they show you. They want to show you these things, talk about it a little bit, then try to get back to the lesson, okay? Number 4, leaving good feedback. Really leave good feedback for your students. This is how the students know what to work on and what they really need to improve. So I used to write down in a little journal my notes, and now I've come to realize that you can do the same thing using the actual chat box. If the student is not saying a word correctly, I'll write it in the chat box. If the student tells me something personal and they say it incorrectly, I'll write it correctly in the chat box and have them say it. That way, when I go and do the lesson memos, I can just refer to the lesson summary, and I can see what we were talking about, and I can write a good personalized lesson memo. I think the personalized lesson memo is so important. I see a lot of people write short things like, "God, great job." Really try to leave good quality lesson feedback for your students, okay? Number 5, flowers and favorites. What's that? I had no idea what that was when I first started, and now I know that it's actually something very important. A favorite is what happens when a student likes your class a lot and they want you to be their teacher again. They'll put you down as a favorite. When you're a favorite, whenever you open slots, the student knows about it before other people, and it's easier for them to book you whenever they are looking for a teacher. So it's good to be listed as a favorite. That means that you're going to be getting booked more often, and by your students, your regular students. The flowers are kind of like likes on Instagram or Facebook. It's a student's way of thanking you for a class. So it's good to have both because people can see how many people have favorited you and how many flowers you have. And it's good. It just speaks to the quality of your teaching and how many students actually like you. Number 6, with adults, do not use TPR. Don't, okay? I know with kids, it can become kind of second nature to use TPR when you're talking to people, but really try to not use TPR for adults because it's weird. So don't use TPR for adults. With adults, really try to give them praise. Oh, that was really good reading, great pronunciation, okay? And also ask adults if they have any questions or doubts. They might be a little shy to speak up, but if you ask them, they'll be more likely to tell you, yes, I don't understand what this word means. Okay, so really treat adults like adults and children like children, and remember that. And number 7, don't take it personal. Don't take it personal. You might get negative feedback, negative evaluation. You might even have someone complain about you. But don't take it personal. If someone says something bad about your teaching and you think there might be a little validity in it, just work on improving. But I would say you cannot please everybody. There is no perfect teacher that makes everyone happy because everyone is looking for different things from a teacher. So really do not take anything personal as far as getting feedback from parents that isn't exactly what you want to get. So those are 7 things that I have learned since I started teaching with 5-1 Talk that I wish I knew when I first started teaching, and I hope these tips help you. If you have any questions for me, feel free to write me in the comment section. And if you would like to get started with 5-1 Talk, check out some of my other videos. Feel free to like, subscribe, and share. Bye!